As you already know, you can get the finest news and analysis from WSJ Live on Apple TV. Soon, you'll likely be able to watch other networks, including ABC, CBS, and Fox on your Apple TV box as well as other Apple devices. It's a sign Apple is building an online TV service and is very serious about it. WSJ's Shalini Ramachandran has this exclusive story, and she got up very early and came in to see us. Thank you very much for being here.
No problem.
This is quite... We love Apple TV because you can see WSJ Live on it, but this is traditional TV services getting into the act. Tell us more.
Right. Well, Apple has been dancing around trying to do this for several years now. They've come to media companies with a bunch of proposals, some considered radical, but now there's sort of a changing point in the industry. Cord cutting's picked up, the ratings are down, so traditional media companies are seriously looking at licensing to these sort of online video services that could provide an alternative to the big traditional cable TV package.
And we're talking here about a pay service, which is interesting because these are terrestrial networks, as CBS, ABC, are notably on through the airwaves,
right.
And you should be able to get them for free, right?
Right.
Basically, put an antenna up, coat hanger or whatever, and now they're going to charging you through this, which is a bit of a difference.
Right, and it's not just going to be the broadcast networks. It will be the broadcast networks and their sister channels owned by those media companies. So 21st Century Fox. Also, there's FX, FXX, and then with Disney, which owns ABC, there's ESPN. So,
okay, which is very important, and people really, really do like their sports. So, and I know a lot of people who cannot do without that. Notable absence here is a network that is not having much fun at the moment, NBC.
So yes, NBC Universal, which is owned by Comcast, has not been courted right now. It's not being courted right now by Apple because there's some beef between Apple and Comcast, and that's because Apple was in talks with Comcast last year, which we reported on, to kind of put together the streaming TV service and use Comcast cable pipes to get to customers. But things didn't go well. Comcast emphasized their own set-top box, and I think Apple felt a little miffed. So,
wow. So a few egos in there, perhaps.
Right.
I love it. Things like that actually do make a difference. Now, it's not just going to be the box. Is it going to be things like, I'm going to be able to watch this on my phone?
Yes, that's the idea. It'll all be Apple devices. And of course, Apple, wants you to buy more Apple devices and find value.
I've noticed that.
Yes.
They do like that. Now, they've been trying to do this. Getting the content providers on board is very important. And a lot of the companies you've mentioned have been involved with Hulu, which was largely, dramas and was great. But it's one of those things that can come apart very quickly, can't it?
Right, yeah, because the media companies have this windowing strategy they have now to license old seasons to Netflix or Hulu, put some stuff on their own apps. So they've sort of cordoned off some content here, some content there to make sure they get the most value out of every distribution channel. Now, what Apple wants is live. It wants a ton of past seasons, basically wants everything. Now, it's not going to get everything.
They want it all and they want it now, right?
Yes.
Basically. So, I mean, that's one of the things, though, is when they have a service like this, it can be very easy, to lose the whole thing, and you're left with nothing but a set-top box and nothing coming through it, right? So that it's possible that this sort of all goes the other way as well.
As in traditional TV could get hurt. Yeah. Right, yeah, I mean, I think now there are many of these cord cutter services. There's Sling TV, there's Sony TV that's going to be launching soon. And these are all sort of things that could nip away at the traditional TV bundle, which is more expensive and has a whole lot more channels.
Wow. It's a great story. And Shalini Ramachandran, Keech Hagee, and Daisuke Wakabayashi all working on that. Great exclusive. Thank you very much.
Thank you.